What's going on, my motherfudging beautiful folks? How y'all doing? How's life treating you? How's the weather? How's the corona? Hopefully none of y'all, no one in your life has the Rona. And I hope all y'all staying far away from the sneezers and the coughers. Yeah, I gotta keep my distance from them folks because all that stuff gets all mystified in the air. I can't be dealing with that stuff knowing that I'm taking my mouth breathing breaths. Isn't that from Harry Potter, mouth breather? Yeah, the mouth breather. Yeah, so what else been going on? What now? I'm just gonna say, what's been going on? So I tried a couple of matches the other day. I forgot who it was. It might have been Judge. It was Judge. Dominic. I think it was somebody. Was saying that they preferred to see less of the Battle Rec accounts. Those of y'all who don't know, a Battle Rec account is the account that Pixonic owns, Pixonic for War Robots, that gives us sponsored YouTubers the ability to play the most up-to-date recent newly released, I guess, weapons, pilots, skins, robots, stuff like that, drones, to kind of highlight what they're capable of. So that's what a Battle Rec account is. But I know that when I saw that y'all prefer to see more of personal accounts, I said, you know what? Let me try this. I haven't touched my personal account in a couple of months, to say the least. I'd say probably more like a few months. And you know, with the change, the constant influx of new bots, weapons, foggy to me, foggy. Looks like maybe it might need to, hold on a second, wipe down my camera. I don't know if it, yeah, it looks a little bit more crisp. Sorry about that. Those of you who got dizzy, my apologies. Yeah, prefer to see not Battle Rec accounts, personal accounts. So it's been a few months, haven't touched my personal account. I get in my personal account and I realize, because of the amount of change that happens in such a short amount of time in War Robots, a brother was left behind, big time. And I know a lot of people feel the same way, where, you know, it's not a type of game that, it's not like Sudoku. I could pick up, I have the app downloaded on my phone, and I play Sudoku every night before I go to bed. And because I have it on my phone, I've had it on my phone for years. It doesn't matter how much time has gone by. It could be 1 week. It could be 1 year. Whenever I pick up my phone and I open up that app, that game, nothing has changed other than the random spread of the numbers on the grid. But when it comes to a game like War Robots, dude, 3 months is like a freaking 100,000 years of technology and weapons. It's like you see the chart that I forgot who was it, like Wall Street Journal or I forgot what it was or where I saw it. I know I saw it on Google before because I looked for it. It was the chart that shows the exponential growth and explosion of technology, all the way up to like when the car was created, combustion engines or whatever, the first computer, the first cell phone, and then it just keeps going. Artificial intelligence, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like this exponential like explosion. And it seems like that is the case with War Robots. Every 3 months or month, there's like another exponential growth and what's available in the game. So for everything that's introduced, it's almost as if there's a canceling out of a generation of weapons that preceded it. So when you have gone, 3-4 months without playing the game, you come back in and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, the weapons that I used to have, or the weapons that I have aren't as effective. Or the bots that I have are not anywhere near as effective as they were or as fast as they were, durable as they were. And I think one of the problems is that I have exposure to the BattleRec account where I can play all the newest stuff, but I can also play the oldest stuff, but have it not just maxed out MK2, but also have maxed pilot skills, unlimited gold to where I can change my pilot skill whenever I change my weapons, the most up-to-date weapons, the most up-to-date everything. And then I go back to my personal account with the same bots, with none of the pilot skills, none of the pilots. You know what I mean? The drones, the weapons. So I'm scrolling through my account, let's say the Inquisitor. It used to be fun to run the Inquisitor with Avenger and Punishers, the Punisher T's. Man, I was running, I was like, oh my God. What'd they do to the goddamn Avengers? Again, there's something not right about them. Like, I'd be in front of someone with Punishers and Avenger, and an Avenger, and I would see their health just deplete. Not like as fast as if you got hit with the shock trains when they first came out. But I would see their health gradually deplete. Now it's like they don't even have to be moving. They could have been like, hey, you know what? I see you got Punishers and I see that you have an Avenger. That's cute. I'm just going to stand here in the middle. I'm not going to activate any shields. I'm not going to activate any special abilities, no modules. And I'm just going to let you shoot me because I just feel bad for you. Because your ammo is going to run out soon. You know what? Show me what you got. And their health just barely moves. And it's not, I don't think it has much, I mean, it does probably in the big picture, a lot to do with drones, pilot skills, repairability, all like modules and all that stuff. But it could be just regular bots without anything. Just a bare naked bot. No special ability, no modules, and their health would still deplete slower than I remember. But the Punishers and the Avengers are just an example. Because I'm going through the Exodus, the Avalanche, the cryo weapons, everything, and nothing is what I remember it to be. It goes back to feeling like maybe the problem is that I have exposure to the BattleRec account where I can actually experience all this extravagant power and speed, and then I go into my real world And it's nowhere near like that experience, how that experience was when I was playing the Battlerec account. It's kind of like when, I don't remember, I wouldn't necessarily call it an anomaly. It's, if I am working with a wide receiver and that wide receiver has a hard time meeting his hands to the ball while he is in movement. He's running, he's jogging, he's turning back and he's reaching back, turning behind, looking behind, reaching up to grab the ball that is being thrown to them. I would, have them doing without pads and helmet, throwing like a golf ball, like a bright orange golf ball, tossing it to them repetitively, reaching up, grab it, boom, reaching up, grab it, boom. And then I would go into a tennis ball, and I would go from a tennis ball to a softball, then a softball to a football. Because the hand-eye connection, the mind is thinking that I'm going to be getting a smaller object that's going to be traveling faster. The moment that football is thrown, the football is perceived to be coming at them slower. So their mind is connecting the movement process that needs to occur with a faster connection, neural connection. That could be kind of like what's happening with me, is that I'm starting off with a football, but then I just all of a sudden get thrown a golf ball when I play my personal account from the Battlerec account. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's just really interesting because it doesn't feel like there is as much skill involved in the game as it used to be. When I say that, my reason for saying that is those of you who have been playing for a long time remember the times of, let's say, the Griffin. You have your death buttons, your death button and your Russian death button. One of them have 500 meter range, another one, because they're both rockets, another one has 300 meter range. We're not talking about aphids and vortex though. You have a jump, you only have one jump, and your cooldown, let's say, 12 seconds, and then you get another jump. When you shoot your rockets, you didn't have a reload, automatic reload. Once you shoot your rockets, your whole salvo gets deployed into that direction, and if you move your crosshairs, hopefully you're leading those rockets into where the target's heading, or you're shooting at a specific area where a person is sitting behind a wall and you're trying to get that splash damage. You have to time your rockets and your jump precisely. There was no error. You had to wait for your rockets and your jump to replenish. There was no modules, there was no self-healing. You got what you get. You get what you got. Hopefully you're more calculated where you jump, where you shoot your rockets. Boom. Shane was pointing out, Dr. Evil, Shane was pointing out that, especially with like the vortex and stuff, you had to time your jump precisely and those rockets precisely on what the enemy has. You knew if they had a Griffin, they had the same jump, they had the same cooldown time, they had the same relative HP based on level 12 being the max, they had the same weapon range, there was no lockdown, there was none of that crap. And then you had splash damage. Remember tridents? But now it's like you don't know what the person has, what drone that they have, what special pilot abilities they have, and it's almost like you can just recklessly run out into the open and not worry so much, because you know that whatever someone shoots you with, you're going to get some type of self-healing or some type of boost in speed or some type of shield deployment or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm also speaking out my hindquarters because I don't know much about the drones and stuff. It's like now anyone can have lockdown weapons. Now anyone can have the freeze ability because of drones. You can have a dang golem or a Schütz or a Cossack. Sack. You know what I mean? It just I don't know, man. It's so complex. It's like multi-dimensional chess. The complexity of the game, it seems like, or the competition of the game, or the excitement of the game, comes when you're in a squad and you squad on a regular basis against other squads. And it's not fun going up against randoms because no one can communicate in the match and you have to just guess where everyone is. There's no coordination. You just have to go for broke, get the most damage. But when you're in a squad, it's totally different. You can communicate. You're on Discord. You're chat-chitting. You know what I mean? You're coordinating your movements. That guy's going to speed limit. Man. But yeah, so all that being said, I just wish there was a button you can hit to go to like a classic War Robots, to where there was no modules, no pilot skills. It's just like straight up OG talent. Like, who's the best Griffin pilot, the best Raven pilot, the best, like, none of the stuff that was outside of what, the Spectre. Okay. Yeah, it was good though. It's good. Yeah, just heading to this next client. Got to build some bodies. This guy has Parkinson's. I feel horrible because this coronavirus lockdown started in the assisted living facilities back in February, March of 2020. They couldn't see their family. They couldn't leave the facility. And it's like every day I just see him just barely recognizes who I am anymore. I've been working with him for like 11 years now. Parkinson's, that's a tough disease, man. Breaks my heart. But hey, just doing what I can to help him get strong and get his blood flowing and just be with him. The verb of being. And I hope you guys can do that for other people that are in your lives. Be there for them. Be there with them. If they're suffering and they need advice and you have a good word for them, speak it. If you don't have the words, it's all right. Just be with them. Don't get sucked into their vortex. Vortex. Their storm. See someone that is struggling taking the groceries up. Help. Make the world a better place. Anyway, y'all, I love you. And no matter where you are in the world, I hope you, your friends, and your family are thriving, happy, healthy, and safe. Holla at your boy. Peace, y'all.